Hello, Lagos. It's nice to have you tuned to the station that guarantees maximum satisfaction as far as your movement from one location to the other is concerned. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, your companion through the ever-busy roads in Lagos. We're providing information and, of course, remain your information sanctuary that will shield you from endless sighs when the Hydra-headed traffic gridlocks comes rampaging. Well, somebody said this morning that no general can fight the battle alone. He must depend upon his lieutenants, and his successes depends upon his ability to select the right man for the right place. And of course, these are words of Philip Armour this morning, serving as an inspirational tonic to reactivate the leadership zest in you, especially if you are one that is thirsty for success. You're most welcome to Maritime Today, your gateway into the maritime industry. This program is a deliberate attempt at advancing the cause of development in the maritime domain using the thoughts, ideas, and strategies profiled by regulators, resource persons, and stakeholders as recipes for its full attainment. Maritime Today is brought to you by the Nigerian Shippers Council, the economic regulator of the ports, and of course, a very vibrant agency under the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. Thanks for joining us. My name is Victor Oteri. It's a new year, new beginnings, fresh insights. That's what we'll be having this year, 2025. And the Nigerian Shippers Council, under the leadership of Paya Sakuta, is promising you the best and is assuring all stakeholders of the commitment of the agency towards achieving its mandate. So all shippers, if you have any complaints, you can always reach out to the council and they'll be there to respond to you as well. So on the program today, we will be revisiting or perhaps focusing on the issue of the Coast Guard and its relevance towards safeguarding the territorial waters or the inland waterways of Nigeria. So we're reflecting through the Nigerian Coast Guard Bill, of what relevance is that bill, what are the prospects of we having a bill that is of that nature, and for those who are stakeholders in this regard, what can we do to ensure that the bill is signed into law and is fully implemented. These are many more we'll be reflecting on. If you can keep us company from now through 11 o'clock. But first off, let's take a detour to have a word from our partners. And when we return, it'll be time to set sail.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from Port A, go enter Port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem when shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa, email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468. Nigerian Shippers Council with the meeting now for the port of Nanir.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Maritime Today is the program we set for the conversation. But before then, quickly, Okota Isola end. Let me tell you what's happening. Movement from Barlet connecting the service lane is looking pretty good at the moment. Sele Link Bridge is also pretty good. And Sele connecting Agor Palace, pretty good as well. Return journey, not bad at all. We can tell you. Ilasa Transformer up to Akpata Junction is free for now. Likewise for the return journey. Agor Roundabout linking up with Ibe Road is also looking pretty good. Likewise for the return journey. 5-star connecting Iyano Solo is free for now. We can tell you Daliko Isolo Bridge, it's a moving traffic being experienced there. Last Protect roundabout up to Linka and Aye College, Ishaga, Ile-Badon, area carry as well as Kogberegbe, all looking pretty good. Likewise for the return journey this Saturday morning. Paco heading towards areas like Okiafa Bridge is also good to go. And then we can tell you the return journey is not bad at all. Areas like Paco linking up with Chemist, talking about Chemist bus stop, is also very good too. Return journey, not bad. Most other areas we're covering from our live cameras are still looking pretty good. If you're making that journey to the island, the Third Milan Bridge is very accessible. Ikorodu Road, not bad at all. Funshaw Williams, linking up with the Core Bridge, also looking good as well. And Qatar Bridge is a breeze as we speak right now. All right, let's get the latest gist in the maritime domain, and Mike James will be taking us through that in less than 5 minutes.
Good morning, and here's the maritime news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed Yusuf Abubakar from Kaduna State as the chairman of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA. Additionally, Musa Ada from Sokoto State has been named the chairman of the National Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA. These appointments were among several announced in a State House released issued on Friday by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga. The appointments covering board chairpersons and chief executive officers of 35 federal agencies take immediate effect. In the release, President Tinubu emphasized the non-executive nature of the board chairperson's roles and instructed the appointees to avoid interference in the management of the organizations. The appointments also include other key positions such as Dr. Kayode Okwefa as Managing Director of the Nigerian Railway. The appointments also include other key positions such as Raji Kolawole as Director General of the National Board for Technology Incubation. In another development, the Nigerian Shippers Council, NSC, has revealed that its 2025 budget will be anchored on the 1% freight stabilization fee based on the provisions of the Council's Act. Executive Secretary of the NSC, Dr. Payo Sakuta, who disclosed this on Wednesday during the Council's ongoing 5-day 2025 to 2029 strategic management retreat held in Ibadan, said the collection of the fee will commence upon presidential assent to the Nigerian Ports Economic Regulatory Agency, NPERA bill. Akuta also announced plans by the Council to commence the implementation of the International Cargo Tracking Note, ICTN, by the second quarter of 2025. He said the move is expected to enhance the Council's revenue generation and operational oversight in the maritime sector. Speaking on the 1% freight stabilization fee, Akuta explained that the fee will help address paucity of fund, enabling the NSC to carry out its regulatory functions effectively. Speaking, he said, and I quote, "Under the guidance of the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, the International Cargo Tracking Note, ICTN, is scheduled for implementation in the second quarter of this year, setting the stage for enhanced revenue generation and operational oversight." End of quote. And finally, in the news, Chairman of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, GIFF, Tema District, Johnny Mante, has filed a lawsuit against the Ship Owners and Agents Association of Ghana, SOAAG, and 18 other shipping lines and agents operating in the country over alleged unauthorized charges and rising costs of the port. In an interview, he stated that the legal action aims to address a series of contentious practices that have sparked widespread concerns among freight forwarders and traders. He added that the dissatisfaction within the trading community led to the picketing of shipping lines in September 24, 2024 and November 6 to 8, 2024. Forwarder Mante explained that his legal action, if successful, will not only provide financial relief to affected customers but also set a precedent for regulatory compliance within the shipping industry. He further stated that the move would reinforce the principle that all stakeholders, including global shipping lines, must operate within the bounds of Ghanaian law. He said, and I quote, "My leadership in this legal battle is viewed as a continuation of my enduring commitment to safeguarding the interests of the trade community. This lawsuit could mark a turning point in Ghana's maritime and trade." End of quote. And that's the maritime news. Thank you for listening. Over to Victor Oteri for the rest of the program.
Nigerian Shippers Council Day to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from Port A, go enter Port B, with a measure within on a need. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't shop proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem when shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa, email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468.
For you, we dey gidigba, gidigba, eh.
Nigerian Shippers Council with a meeting now for the port of Nanid.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Maritime Today is the program. Today, we're going to be looking at safeguarding Nigeria's maritime domain, the Coast Guard perspective. All right, there's a whole lot of talk around this, and that's why I'm bringing my guest to the microphone who'll be shedding light on that. Captain Rotimi Williams Ogunshaki is here with me. He's the Southwest Director, Merchant Seafarers Association of Nigeria, and also is a Master Mariner of several years standing. Captain Ogunshaki, nice to have you in the building, and Happy New Year. Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's been a very, very long time we had you in our studios. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct.
Look to your left, you can see the big cameras covering the roads. What do you make of those cameras?
Oh, fantastic. Very clear and in fact, so nothing can be hidden.
Right.
Yes.
It's like tracking the waterways that you navigate through all the time.
Fantastic.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Then, Captain Gushang, let's start. 2025 is exactly 25 days old right now, meaning it is still very young, brimming with life and vitality. And at times like this, it's good for us to project into great opportunities that lie ahead. But first things first, let's take some little time to reflect on the maritime sector in the past 12 months. How would you assess it? How has things been for the maritime domain last year?
Well, the maritime, we can record some significant improvement as a result of introducing some leaders of thought.
Okay.
Like introduction of a blue economy and the DG Nimasa and some other people who are having interest in maritime has really enhanced the progress in the maritime.
So we're on the right track, so to say.
That's correct.
All right. Now, if we reflect on what transpired last year, so for you, what do you think stands out during that period? What was the most outstanding thing in 2024 in the maritime domain?
The most outstanding thing I can see, unlike what we used to have before, we did a Seafarer Day.
Okay.
And it was really well attended by both the seafarers and the stakeholders, and everybody were well attended. No discrimination. That is another plus for the administration.
Okay, which is very, very good.
Yes.
Now, that ministry has been on now for, let me say, 17 months. Let me put that away, because I know it was established in August 2023 when Mr. President set it up. It's a new ministry. How would you rate your performance so far so good?
Well, the performance of the Ministry of Blue Economy has been fantastic, because you see, when you have a visionary leader, the president has a vision of making maritime and a sort of push to the economy of Nigeria, and he put some leaders in strategic places. And the introduction of blue economy we have seen the sign of light at the end of the tunnel.
So it's a good idea that the ministry was carved out for.
Very. It's only they need to still carve up more to join so that it can be powerful.
Okay. Let's now come to the issue of the Coast Guard now, because that's something that is also making waves. Give us an insight into what the Nigerian Coast Guard Bill is all about.
Nigerian Coast Guard Bill is long overdue for implementation. It's something that it's just like Irobasi Abiku. You've been trying to kill and refuse to die. Every 4 years we have the resurgence of Coast Guard. It shows that it's something that has to be done. And if you want to look at the Coast Guard has a role to play. Okay. Because there is a difference between safety and security. because the Navy, they have tried, they are on their own way by trying to help us to calm down the issue of sea piracy to almost zero. They have tried. So, would you like?
No, go ahead.
Okay, they have tried, but this Coast Guard is to complement their effort, because if you look at the Constitution, the mandate given to Navy is to safeguard the territorial integrity of the country,
right,
and to safeguard the underwater, to
right,
safeguard the on top of the water.
Just for a second, let me see if I can take this call. Hello there, good morning. Hello. Okay, I guess I lost that. All right, so there's a big difference between the Coast Guards and the Navy.
Exactly.
Now, the role of the Navy is to provide security. Is that what you're saying?
The security is in terms of maritime is of two types.
Okay.
The security is aggression, attack from external sources, from outside sources. That is somebody that want to come and run so that they will be watching. They put on their radar. Navy will be watching. If there's any Navy ship coming to Nigeria territorial water, or submarine or aircraft coming, they will see it. If it's the one that they have to attack immediately, right, they will swing into action.
So what is the job of the what's the job of the Coast Guard?
The Coast Guard, there are 6 pillars of management maritime regulation.
Okay.
With 4 from the
you need to face that microphone very well. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. 4 from the IMO, and 2 local, that is Nigeria legislation. That is 4. We have SOLAS, we have MSC, we have MSC is the last one. Right. We have STCW, we have MAPO. That is 4. That is 4 pillars of maritime. Then the 2 in local is Maritime Shipping Act, and then cabotage. Okay. Out of all these 6, the only one talks about security.
Only one out of these 6.
And it is not even. It is under chapter 11, paragraph 2 of SOLAS, which is ISM code. It is under subsection of ISPS code. Sorry, ISPS code that talks about security. And the security is only the Nigeria we are allowed to escalate, because it is when there is escalation of security threat that Navy is required. But ordinary peacetime, the time I started sea going, we cannot see Navy in the water.
Okay.
Except when they are going for operation, or they are going for exercise, or they are going abroad. You can only see, we will even be watching them. See Navy ship. But today, but we have allowed the issue of terrorism and piracy, which emanated from the fight of Niger Delta. That's what the thing come out. So right, that they escalate. That now form to terrorists. So out of these 6 pillars, we have one that they are dealing with.
So the Coast Guard bill is trying to
we deal with the remaining 5.5.
Right. So what the bill is now trying to say is that they want to provide a situation whereby Coast Guards will be the one handling. Is that the inland waterways?
Inland waterways. Inland water is enforcement. We're talking about enforcement now. The enforcement is not there for us. Okay. When we talk about SOLAS, safety of life at sea, the speed at which we respond. If we want to go to Navy when somebody is having problem now at sea, the authority, the Minister of Transport, or the Master DG, or whoever, as the goal of maritime rescue coordination, right, cannot just issue order to a Navy ship to go and start assisting that vessel in distress.
So at the moment, because the bill is not yet signed into law, it is the Navy that handles all aspects of security, be it inland or territorial water. Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, they're handling. But the safety is lacking. The safety is lacking. Okay. So the safety is in such a way that a ship is sinking. A Navy ship normally comes, but they hardly do any function, because they will just say the order is to come and be with you and see what they can do. But you need somebody to come closer and address the issue. We need to operate by there be not too much bureaucracy or line of order.
Right. Now you are a seafarer and a master mariner of many years standing. You are very much in favor of the Coast Guard bill, right?
Very, very much in favor.
Do we have what it takes?
Yeah. What we
in terms of manpower?
Yes. Manpower surplus. Do you know that we are the out of the people that Nigeria have trained, they were training averagely maybe 500 people every year as a cadet. Other INSB.
The Seafarers program.
Yes, Seafarers program. Now they were training there. And in Nigeria, we have almost about 20-something maritime academy in Nigeria training cadets. Then we don't have chief.
Just 1 second. Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is traffic manager Salah calling from Yanapaja.
All right, quickly, let's have you. Salau, what's happening around Yanapaja?
We have this slow on New Ifaja Road. Off from Masalashi was gate. And likewise, return journey from gate back to Masalashi.
Okay.
We are having a prominent party, political party, having their activities today on this road.
Okay.
As a result of this, it is including the food of traffic. So our men are on ground. We are managing it seriously.
All right.
With no cause for alarm. Just to inform the motorists at large that we are here using the traffic simultaneously.
All right.
Up from Mosalashi and Cape respectively.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Salau, for that one. If you are within the Ikpaja Road, that particular corridor, it says prominent political party having an event within that corridor, adding to a whole lot of movement there. So it might be slow for you around that end as well. I see with me in the studios this morning, Captain Rotimi Williams Ogunshaki. Of course, he is a prominent seafarer and, of course, master mariner of several years standing. He's the Southwest Director of Merchant Seafarers Association of Nigeria. And he is saying this morning that we need the Coast Guard, the Nigerian Coast Guard, as quickly as possible. Once the law is signed, it is signed or passed rather, it will make things better. So let's talk about that a bit much more. So what are the benefits of Nigeria having the Coast Guards, Captain Ogushagi?
The first benefit is that it will boost our economy.
It will boost our economy?
Yes.
In what ways?
The way is this: if we want to bring ship to Nigeria, even despite the fact that they have cancelled that stigma that Nigeria is a terrorist coast, that is a terrorist coast, is a pirate prone. It's been cancelled down. But then, if you still want to bring ship to Nigeria now, you pay more premium than somebody going to Ghana, going to Togo, going to any other nearby African country. So that is why many Nigerians are going to Ghana to go and buy things to Nigeria because it's cheaper there.
Wow. So
because of this, the maritime is the reason why we have high exchange rates. If we treat our maritime properly, which Coast Guard is coming to address, it's going to be in everywhere. We will have more economy will be boosted.
Right. So I was asking about manpower earlier on. So if we're to have a Coast Guard, where are we going to get the manpower from?
Manpower
and who give them the training?
All this time we are used to deliberate and arguing on this thing. We need to think outside the box. We need to go to the country where they are already operating. If the Coast Guard does not cause confusion, does not cause confusion to the Navy that have the highest naval force in the world. I don't just how can it call confusion to us here? How can it duplicate our own Navy duty? How can it multiply the other duty of other law enforcement agency in Nigeria? It cannot.
Let's talk about some other African countries.
Yes.
Do we have them operating the Coast Guard yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Nigeria should be the number one because Nigeria is the greatest. Nigeria is the maritime, the higher maritime hub in Africa.
Right.
So it should be the first. If we delay, other countries we do it. I will not start learning from them. They should come here. Then we'll start giving them training. The way we are giving other people. Our military before, because when during a common fight, I was participating seriously in it.
Right. I
didn't carry gun, but we are the one carrying food, carrying provision, carrying arms up to personnel to go and meet them in that place in Liberia and Sierra Leone, even to Senegal. The military assistance to Senegal. Nigeria were training other African countries. Let us go back to the status quo. Let our military start the training, start working, training and the training, prepare their vessels, their ship ready for combat. Because it can reach us, don't think it cannot reach us. Right. It is not the time to start facing merchant and commercial aspect of the maritime.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Captain Rotimi Williams Ogunshaki is our guest this morning. And of course, we're looking at safeguarding Nigeria's maritime domain, the Coast Guard perspective. So we're saying that the Coast Guard Act, which is at the National Assembly at the moment, should receive maximum attention. And once that is passed, it will really, really help in safeguarding our waterways. All right, then. We're going to take a brief break right now. When we return, we'll hear from you. 08099120777 and 09153877127.
Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline 0818-888-8895. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the point of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your needs.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Maritime today is the program, and I see with me in the studios this morning, Captain Ogunshaki is the Southwest Director of the Seafarers Association of Nigeria, the Merchant Seafarers Association of Nigeria, and of course we're looking at Coast Guards, of course the perspective of the Coast Guard as we want to save our waters and the maritime domain. All right, 08099120777, 09153877127. Those are the numbers that you can call to be part of the program. This one says, good morning. Okay, let's take this call. Hello there.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Is this B?
Yes, it is.
Hey, B, how are you doing?
I'm very good. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you. How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Good.
Quickly, the program you did in the morning earlier,
Right.
you talked about human trafficking.
That's right.
So I want to connect it with this maritime program.
Right.
So how does, the gentleman in the studio there, so how do they address human trafficking via fields?
Via the
Sea routes in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because I know there are lots of, we've heard news of human trafficking to some, countries in North Africa.
Right.
And of course, it's the sea routes they use. So how do they address that?
All right. Thank you so much for that.
Thank
That's
you.
B from Ogba. So, Captain Ogushaki, can you connect that?
Yes, the Coast Guard will take care of every challenges that have to do with illegalities. Anywhere we have water, where there is flood in Taraba or Gobe or whatever, Navy will not go there now.
Okay.
But Coast Guard will be there to assist them. That is disaster relief, disaster management and relief.
Right.
They will be there because it has to do with water. It's not only you have to be at sea. They have to. It's an enforcement. Because the Navy ship is not the same built with a merchant ship.
Okay.
We go inside that vessel, we can quickly know where they can easily hide some illegal people. So it will be easy, and the control will be easy. So that is it. It will be taken care of.
All right. This one says, Captain Williams, what challenges do oil theft and illegal bunkering pose to maritime security? You didn't put your name. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yes.
So,
the oil theft pose a lot of insecurity because the people are having chance. How did the oil theft start? That we have to know. We train people. We did not give them job. Do you know that no ordinary go and bring the higher Boko Haram from the north, bring it to Bar Beach. Say, oh boy, see where another source of terrorism is. Let us go inside the water to go and catch some people. It will say, they are race. It will race. The people that are really doing this thing are the experts that are within the maritime domain.
Right.
So if we give them job, there will be when you have a good paid job. Can you go and start? Somebody tell me to come and bust a pipe now when I'm well paid.
Right.
I cannot.
So job creation will be an advantage.
Is the key.
If there is Coast Guard.
Yes.
All right. This one says, good morning, sir. I'm a student. Please, can you explain the role of unregulated fishing in the degradation of Nigeria's marine resources? Deji.
One.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Traffic manager Ogunwale from Ketu.
All right, Ogunwale, go ahead.
I just want to update you now. The falling tanker has been successfully recovered now.
Oh, good.
And the road has been opened. So there's normal movement now, right from interchange, ascending the bridge towards Seven toll gate now. So the people come back to their normal road now.
Beautiful.
They are coming from Ojota, going towards Seven toll gate. They can send the bridge now.
Okay.
Towards their end.
All right.
That's just the update for now.
Thank you so much for that one, Ogunwale. We talked about that fallen tanker around the interchange earlier on, but it says it has been evacuated, so it's much better right now. 08099120777. You were trying to respond to the issue of students and unregulated fishing?
Yes. They have a UUF.
Okay.
Unregulated and unreported fishing. So you complete it.
Okay.
So in Nigeria, because the issue of we have allowed the terrorists and the pirates to dominate our water before now that we are now reacting to it, it has made our own fishing to come down.
Okay. So but with this now,
but the foreign ship, because Nigeria now is 220 nautical miles from the shore, from the beach.
Right.
Let me use that, from the beach. 220 nautical miles, that is about almost 400 kilometers.
Wow.
Now, tell me, how many of them can you cover? This is what we are saying. How many of them can our naval force cover easily?
So that's why the Coast Guards are needed.
That's why the Coast Guards are needed.
All right. This one says, how can Nigeria's youths be encouraged to consider careers in maritime security and the Coast Guard? Engineer Ola is sending that one in. So what kind of encouragement can you bring to bear this morning for youths?
Yes. By the time we establish Coast Guard and we consume majority of the unemployed seafarers into it, and then there will be more room for more people. The other things that when we talk about safety, manpower development, now foreigner fill up our water. The top ranking are foreigner expatriates.
Foreigners?
Yes, people like me that was just like Jesus Christ said it will be easier for a camel to enter the eyes of a needle than for a Nigerian man to become a captain in Nigeria.
You mean it? Wow. So is that difficult now?
The certificate they are getting from Nigeria cannot be recognized outside the soil of Nigeria.
So as we take this to the end this morning, Captain Ogunshake, what do we need to do to really activate the Coast Guards? What do you think is required?
We need to continue to.
You need to face that microphone very well.
We need to continue to educate our people to continue this advocacy and let them know. Nobody is running down Navy. Navy is bigger than coming to chase small thieves. Somebody that carry jerrycan of oil.
Right.
So it's too big.
So the Navy is seeing this as a threat if the Coast Guards come to play.
It's not a threat to them. When civil defense come out, are they threat to the army? How many people can the civil Coast Guard employed? How many crew? The crew cannot be more than 10% of Navy. So how can they be a threat to them?
Right. By the time the Coast Guard comes on stream, do we have what it takes to really empower them for them to function effectively in terms of
we have more than what it takes, because apart from other agencies, the agency that's supposed to even be antagonistic to this thing is supposed to be the master.
Right.
Because the maritime is covering most of this challenge area. But the enforcement is, we all know that we need enforcement. We need people to say, okay, this is all done, we're doing it this way.
Right.
So we need, those people, they say they will support. Timbata say we support, MPA say we support, Miniwa say they will support, and international community will also support.
So it's the right time for us to have the Coast Guard.
Exactly. This is right time.
All right, let's take this home this morning. It's nice having you in the building, Captain Ogunshakin, and hope that very, very soon the law will be passed and then we'll have it fully implemented. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, then. So this morning we've been looking at safeguarding Nigeria's maritime domain, the Coast Guard perspective, and Captain Rotimi Williams Ogunshakin, Southwest Director, Merchant Seafarers Association of Nigeria, and also a master mariner of repute, has been able to take us through this excursion. We have to go. Mike James has produced the program as usual. I say a big thank you to Rebecca Adamu, Assistant Director of Public Relations for the Nigerian Shippers Council. Maximum thanks to our social media team. Remy Aloko, and Okwemi Shodunke. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid weekend. Bye.